New from Eureka, part of their Masters of Cinema series, is the 4K UHD release of Touch of Evil, one of my favourite noir films. This is a seedy, sweaty, terrible noir set within the border of America and Mexico. The film opens up with a literal ticking time bomb. You see a bomb being planted in a car, and for the next 3.5 minutes you watch that car kind of move from Mexico, crossing the border into the US, as we see a lot of familiar faces in actor eyes. Our main characters are moving round about this. Vargas, played by Charlton Heston, Janet Leigh, his new wife, playing Susie. They kind of move by the car, they kind of walk along talking about their kind of lives and their future, when kaboom, it goes off.
Do you realize I haven't kissed you in over an hour?
Vargas immediately jumps into action because he is a police officer with pretty much a good streak of honour and commitment to him. He dives into this case. Of course, it's not his, it's on the American side of the border, him being Mexican, and that is when the introduction of Orson Welles' character Quinlan, who moseys on up there with a wonderful swagger about him. There's a kind of sweaty, greasy, icky feeling about this character as he appears on screen.
Heard of Hank Quinlan, our local police celebrity? I'd like to meet him. That's what you think.
Always kind of shot from below or above. He always looks larger than life. He takes up a lot of space and looks like a big hulking behemoth of a man. And we have these two characters almost at odds, two alpha males fighting over this case. One person who's looking for truth and justice, Vargas. One person who's looking to close the case by any means, depending on his prejudices that he may have, Quinlan. This is a movie that feels like it's in a world of its own. It feels like it's in an almost apocalyptic world where this is the last place on earth. It's grimy and dirty. You see all the garbage in the water and the river at the end under the bridge. You get to see this world full of horrible, icky characters that are just a little bit dubious and twisted, and you never quite feel comfortable within this world. It's a world with pretty much not a lot of children, not a lot of youthful exuberance in this one. Everyone seems to be duplicitous and dirty and greasy and just horrid.
Yeah. Vaya y traiga aquello.
Well, let me stay. I want to watch.
Hold her legs.
But it's the world that we're thrown into, and it's a world of who's the least horrible character that we can spend time with, as we spend time with Quinlan, with Vargas, as they kind of vie against each other. It's clear to see how horrible a character Quinlan really is. And there's little throwaway lines that lead to a person that he may have once been. His wife was once killed brutally by strangulation, and that feels to have sent him in a certain direction of his life. Doesn't excuse what he's done or what he is doing, but it can reason why they are the kind of person that they are.
Where's your wife?
What do you mean? You know where she is as well as I do. Sergeant Menzies drove her. She's at the motel.
Huh?
In this horrid, apocalyptic version of the world where it's only people looking to move from this purgatory, we follow several characters and they all give wonderful performances, whether it's Quinlan, whether it's Vargas, whether it's Susie, whether it's Marlene Dietrich, who turns up in a wonderful little role, who's probably the least horrible of the characters here. Watching the strange interaction that Susie has with various characters at the start, thinking she's helping her husband, being there for him when he's not there in her time of need, because throughout the film she goes on a journey that is truly shocking. The things that happen to her are abhorrent and really just kind of akin to that icky world.
No, tell me what happened.
They found her at the Hotel Brits, half naked on one of the beds, drugged.
But even as you have these horrible, twisted people doing terrible things, there is always someone more duplicitous, more horrible. More often than not, it's Quinlan. This is a horribly bleak and dark noir film. It's one that leaves it on an almost kind of hopeful feeling at the end of it, which is unusual for noir. Although everyone is a little bit tainted by what's happened here, it's a movie that leaves a resounding mark on all the characters. It's a world that you can see almost falling apart in front of our very eyes. Touch of Evil is a phenomenal movie. It's a terrific film noir. It's grimy and gritty. It's full of horribly complex characters that you want to see get justice or find themselves paying for their crimes. Now, of course, this is a new UHD of an old release, so we get the usual extras that come with this, but you get 3 other extras on this as well. You have a new video interview with critic Matthew Sweet. It's 17 minutes 9 seconds. He's talking a lot about the physicality that Wells brings to this and this almost horribly distorted world that we live in. You get another video interview with Tim Rowley, who talks a lot about the production, about Orson Welles again, and then you get a third interview with Kim Newman, which is 27 minutes, and he kind of scattershots all through Welles' career as he gets to this point. All in all, it's great. For my eyes, there is only one version to watch here. It's the 1998 reconstructed version. It's the only version I watch. I think it's perfect, and I can't see myself ever visiting the other 2. But man, Touch of Evil, if you want to dip into noir, it's fantastic. It's well worth picking up. It's a terrific release. Let's support Eureka as they release their UHDs and their fantastic editions with great extras like the booklet. It's 100 pages, it's got some great articles in there. My favourite is probably the one that chronicles all the different variations of the film and how they came about. But yeah, I would love to know your thoughts on this release, so let me know in the comment box below whether you love it, hate it, not too sure about this, where it lands in film noir for you, and if you're picking this one up. As always, there's more content up here. You can see more of my stuff, and in the description box below are links to the Patreon membership program in manvfilm.com, always in which you can support me. Thanks for watching.